All right, shalom, shalom, shalom. All praises due to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakadash, and double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to the Akim, pushing the truth throughout the four corners of the globe for the 144,000 elect sake. Okay. And I was watching this brother, Elder Karatazak from Vegas. He puts together these I want to call them slides. Okay. And as you can see, this is part 6 of it. But when you look at the scriptures and the prophecies coming to pass, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, you're supposed to have a spiritual gauge, so to speak, of where we're at in the scriptures. Okay. And I'm telling you, man, the spirit is the Lord is on the horizon, man. He's almost here. Okay. We're close to salvation. All right. And we just have to hold on, because I can't see time further in itself any longer, because we're absolutely at the end of this man's kingdom, because the sins have reached up to the heavens, man. The things that you thought you would never see are being shown. All right. I'm going to read Matthew 24 after I watch this. All right. And then I'll jump around a little bit in scriptures. Hopefully this is edifying and, straight to the point. So going back to what I said, this is like a clock. Matthews 24 and 28. And this is how the spirit is probably just revealing it to me, but I see it as a clock. All right. A spiritual clock. But I'm going to play this, and I'm going to use a little bit of his footage out of his video. Okay. And we're going to start with this right here.
Calling up almost 100,000 troops for its biggest drills in almost 40 years. Greg Palcott has the latest from London.
As the war between Russia and Ukraine rages on, NATO is stepping in to remind Moscow of its military capabilities. The alliance launching what it calls Operation Steadfast Defender 24, its biggest series of joint exercises since the Cold War. The goal, rehearsing how American troops would reinforce European allies in countries bordering Russia if the conflict in Ukraine expands.
Steadfast Defender 24 will be a clear demonstration of our unity, our strength, and our determination to protect each other.
And the numbers are staggering. Some 90,000 troops will be involved, along with 50 ships, 80 fighter jets, and 1,100 tanks and other combat vehicles. They'll be deployed along an eastern front.
All right. And I stopped it there because this map, man, and I'm only saying it because I remember Putin back in the day. He said something. Let me see if I still got it pulled up. Give me a second. So here goes one of the videos, but it's many videos. But this one breaks it down. And what the Kremlin warned against. Okay. This was probably, a year ago. Right? They're about to do it, and they disguise it as a military drill. Now, what's going to happen is they're going to try to assist Ukraine with more troops, more ammo, and try to snatch back Ukraine from Russia, making it an all-out war, okay? Because Putin has said before, when they line up on his back door, you know, into Mother Russia, okay, it's definitely a problem then. Because he doesn't have a problem with, you know, NATO. And what he's trying to do is just recapture what he or the Soviet Union originally had possession of, okay? And he doesn't think that another country that's not a part of USSR, as it was back in the day, is supposed to intervene. So this is definitely a threat, okay? This drill coming up by these people, these westernized cohorts to Babylon the Great, okay? The EU, NATO. Let me go back to that original video. I'll put this in the not in the description box so you can watch it. I won't play it. But let me go back to this brother's video. Shalaki. So if you watch that video that I'm going to put in the description box, you'll see what the corridor is, and you can look at it on the map, okay? And it's about to go down. So that's the first part that I wanted to say. It's definitely going to erupt into some type of battle over there on that side of the globe, okay? I'm going to let me read this. Matthew 24. Salaki. It's Matthew 24, like the brother he put it on his video. But like I said, it's like a clock is telling you what's about to go down. Okay. This is Matthew 24, 6. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of war. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. All right. So that's one skirmish or said war going on. Okay. And that's going to be many troops only from the NATO sector tangled up with Russia. All right. And then you got to understand Russia is also in Syria too. Okay. So it's going to lead to other things going forward. Verse 7, it says, for nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. And there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places. And we definitely see that going on, okay? Even the famine, okay? It might not be visible to some, but in some places, it's getting down to the wire. Because when you go into certain grocery stores, a food pantry, let's say that, they're saying food pantries are about depleted, okay, in America. So this is going on. You got the 1,000 earthquakes that happened in, I believe it was Iceland, okay, Japan, just earthquakes popping up random places. So that's a part of the clock, okay? It's telling us what time we're in. It says all these are the beginning of sorrows, and aren't we we're entering into that beginning of sorrow, okay? Damn near everybody's going to be homeless. Everybody's going to have nothing to eat. no protection unless it's through the Lord himself, you know. These are the things that's coming, all right? It says, then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you, and ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake, right? And that's talking about the time of Jacob's trouble, all right? Let's get that. And then I'm going to come back to this. Okay, let's go here. It's Jeremiah 30. Six. Start from 6. It's Jeremiah 30 and 6. It says, ask ye now, and see whether a man doeth to dwell with child. Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins, as a woman in travail, and all faces are turned into pale. Okay, and that's what we getting ready to see that on a major level. Okay, it's not going to slow down. It's going to go full speed ahead. People are going to lose their wits about them, and men aren't going to be what they portray themselves to be. Okay, carnally, because they haven't built their spirit to endure what's about to happen. Okay, all things are going to be put on the Lord. Okay, I mean your survival. Okay, the angels round about you, so on and so forth. Okay, it's all gonna come from your devoted worship of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Okay, and faith. Okay. There's verse 7. It says, alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It's even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. Okay? And that's talking to the elect, okay, of Yasharallah. Okay? Only they're going to be saved up out of it. All right? We're going back to Matthew. Because, man, we here. We here. It ain't no turning back now. We going forward, full steam ahead. Let's go back to that. So I read that to, as a precept, because it goes hand in hand with verse 9 here. Okay. It says, then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you, and ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake. And then shall many be offended, and shall betray one another, and shall hate one another. And that's the thing that's getting ready to come down to the wire too. All right, because over here on the border of Texas, right, what you have going on over there is about to be madness as well. Okay, and with the elections getting ready to play out in November, all right, but these running races that they having to see who's going to be able to run against the current president, that's in full motion as well. And if they ban Donald Trump from running, oh man, it's over. Okay, it is over. All right, these militias here in Babylon the Great itself is going to turn up. Let's get that in Isaiah. Let's get that. 1 second. Right, this is Isaiah 19:2, and it says, "And I will set the Egyptian against the Egyptian, and they shall fight every one against his brother, and every one against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom." Right? And within that, scripture itself is telling you that these people are going to be in battle against each other. Okay? Let me grab this too in 2nd Ezra. Second Ezra 15 and 14. I'll start there. It says, "Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. For there shall be sedition among men," and that's what we're getting ready to see when Texas started. Other states that also want to have sedition from America. Okay? And this is just going to be a civil war here in America. So me reading Matthew is showing you or gauging how much into this thing that we're really spiritually, time-wise, how far we are into it. Okay? Because all the pieces are in place. You just have to know the prophecies, and then you'll see that the stage is set to go. Okay? It says, "They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the courses of their actions shall stand in their power." Right? "And a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able." Right? And that's coming too. Martial law. Because once that pops off over there, we already have a secret army. Okay? That's already amassed from all parts of the world. Okay? Invading Babylon the Great. So it's here. It's no more, how can you put it? It's no more secret to it. You know? So, yeah, man. Let's read verse 18. "For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid." And that goes back to Matthew's 24th chapter. Okay? The man's holding their loins. Okay? Getting ready to give, like they're giving birth. So the Lord's almost here, because that's what Matthew's 24 is going into. All right? When you start seeing all these things happen upon the earth, then know that the Lord is close at hand. Okay? Verse 11, "And many false prophets shall rise and shall deceive many, and because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold." Seeing that, all right, on a large scale. All right, people just going bunkers, killing, stealing, all right, and mayhem all together. It says, "But he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved." All right. "And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come." Okay? And we fulfilling that. All right? the men out there on the highways and byways of GMS and said other groups pushing the prophecies, all right? The men out there pushing the prophecies on the highways and byways, all right? The whole truth of the matter, okay? Whether, you know, who the Gentiles are, the RFID microchip, the new moon Sabbath, understanding the new covenant, and how it differentiates from the old covenant, okay? And just practicing to the best of our abilities what laws we can keep through the spirit, okay? And some of the physical laws, you can't keep them. You just can't. And that's why we have the testator, all right? Because he made himself a sacrificial lamb, put himself up on the cross, and you know, with that blood, we're covered, man. We're covered because we're in the grace period. All right, so that's why we have to ask for repentance constantly throughout the day, before we go to sleep, when we wake up, you know, and change our mindset, okay? Because the spirit is only going to allow you to see things clearly when you are focused, okay? Focused through the spirit. But I just wanted to bring that out, man. That video, watching that brother's video, and I just wanted to say, you know, what it invoked in me. It's like watching a spiritual clock to the end of the madness of Babylon the Great. So we almost out of here, man. Okay, we almost out of here. So with that, I want to say all praises due to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash, Shalom, Shalom.